abdominal pain, confusion. Am I going to die if I eat it? Welcome to the woods. I've come here today because I really want to learn how to forage mushrooms, because I see it all the time. Lots of people, oh God, there's mushrooms here already. Wow, straight away. There and there. Wow. Oh, and in there as well. You see it in there. And there. Oh, and in here. Down there. One at the back. There somewhere. These hench ones here. Whoa. So, yeah, that's why I'm so interested, because they're in abundance everywhere. I know a little bit about foraging mushrooms. I have had field mushrooms before, the little button mushrooms, and I've cooked them up and eaten them. But we do a lot of foraging with wild plants, but I've never probably dared go into the fungus. There's another one there. Wow. Sorry, I'm going to carry on just talking. I'm going to stand and talk for a second. So, no, because if not, I'll just keep diverting off and showing you different mushrooms. So I've never dared do it, because there's just that sort of like whole thing around it of like, am I going to die if I eat it? Yeah, you do die. But also, there's loads there that are edible. So I've got my cooking stuff with me today. If I find one that I think is definitely something that I can identify, then yeah, we'll eat it and see how it goes. But I was well excited for this, well excited. So one thing to bear in mind, okay, is definitely get an app. I have got, it's called Picture Mushroom, this one here. But the thing is most places I've been in these woods, there's no signal, so I keep having to find, if I find something, go out and have a look at it. And those two that I found just a second ago, I managed to get a signal, and this is what came up. So yeah, don't eat or touch. So I'm learning as I go. So don't eat or touch them. So maybe I'll try and get photos of them before I pick them in future. That way I suppose I don't harm the species. And also that way I don't harm myself. So lesson 1, don't pick, don't touch unless you know what it is. Naughty me. But that's what we're here for. You can learn from me. I've come out of the wood. It's everywhere. This is by the roadside, literally. Kind of like nearly the size of my hand. But I don't have any signal on my phone at the moment. And I found 3. Is that everywhere? So I found 3 or 4, no, I managed to identify 4, I think. And they've all been like deadly. Don't eat them.
Lights go out and I can't be saved.
Don't touch them. And I think I should have bought some gloves or something. Can't be that bad, surely. Are these ones here? Whoa, 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 whoa. They're mental. Look at them. Jesus. That's got to be poisonous. Right, I just said that's got to be poisonous as I was touching it. Don't touch poisonous mushrooms. But is it poisonous? I've seen people saying that like these aren't poisonous. I'm gonna have to. I'll take pictures of it, and then we're gonna go up the road. But look, that one's mental. Again, you don't come. It's bigger than my head. They're there. Whoa. Okay. Look at that. That is like the iconic. Like I expect to see like a pixie on that. Well, I'm going to try and ID that and see what it is. That means I've got to walk like a kilometre back up the road to get some signal, but I'll get some signal and I'll come back. This is what it looks like when it's trying to ID the mushroom. Try again. Just can't get. I've got 2 bars of 5G. Hold it up in the air. Fly Agaric. Fly Agaric is a neurotoxic fungus which affects abdominal pain, confusion, severe changes. Oh no, just touched my face. Right, attention. This cannot be used in any basis of eating. Oh well. That can't be eaten, so there's no point going back down there, is there? We'll carry on going back up the other way. So there's loads of these. I need to get right, I need to get an ID on these. These here. These. But you know what that means? That means another kilometre up the road. But we're here to get results. And results don't come from sitting around not doing anything, so. Still trying to get some ID on that. Oh, oh, oh! So this is only moderately toxic. Attention! You cannot be used on any basis eating or touching. It says moderately. Also known as a bearded milkcap, shaggy milkcap, puff milkcap, bearded pepper. God. All right. Well, let's leave that one alone then. That one's a no. On to the next. Right, so I'm here, look. That way, that way. So it splits off. This way or this way? No, that way. So I'm thinking, off the beaten track, we're gonna have more chance of finding mushrooms. But the only trouble is, when you go off the beaten track, especially in woodland, you are alone. And if anything happens, then it can be a bit difficult to get help when you've got no signal on your phone. So that is one thing to look out for. But I do love an adventure. I'll find myself in a truck now anyway. So the other thing I'm looking out for as well, as I'm going through these grasslands here, up through, is the adder warning. It's just kind of in the back of my head. So I'm kind of walking fairly slowly through. And what that does is that gives the snake a chance to move away from you as you're coming towards it. You're walking fast and it's basking in the sun, because there are pockets of sunlight everywhere. And that's what they do. They'll come up and just bask in the sun. And you just walk straight into it then. It's gonna, yeah, strike. strike. So I'm trying to walk slowish to give it a little bit of chance to scarper. That's another thing I don't want to do, is get bit by a snake in the middle of these woods by myself. Oh, there you go, still all the way, look, everywhere we go, look. But I've got no signal at all. Stop touching your face, David. I got no signal at all, so I can't look at any of these mushrooms, which is really annoying, because a couple of them I thought, oh, they look like some I've seen on people's YouTube, or on foraging videos or foraging books I've looked at. So I'm now in a place where I've got signal, and we've stumbled across some mushrooms. So here we go, first one, well, fungus, going off a tree. These ones. Sulphur tuft, clustered wood lover. Highly toxic, do not eat. This is proving to be difficult to get a mushroom lunch, but I'm going to keep pressing on. I don't really want to leave this area because I've got signal. You know what? I've got proof of something big just ran past then. So much to do at home. It's my only day off this week. I've got painting, decorating, tidying, well, floor laying, bathroom fitting, fixing, lots of things. I'm out trying to find a mushroom that I can eat. How good is that? It's amazing. How many people do that? On their day off and they've got so much to do at home. Yeah, Emma's not going to be too happy, but gotta love an adventure. That's what this channel's all about. We do this spontaneously, and I don't really take a camera. I take a camera like once in every 10 times we go out. Just because it takes a lot to put videos together, and I spend a lot of time just talking to the camera and not doing what I want to do. But in turn, I get to show you what you can do, so it kind of works. What's that there? Oh, I think it's one of those poisonous jobbies again. Darn it. Punch through it. Excuse me, Mr. Snakes. Oh, but there is... See, there's still shroomage around here. They're the poisonous jobbies again. I'm pretty sure I've just done a stupid great loop and come out, I look back, and these are the two mushrooms I saw at the side of the road when we were walking down. Positive. Oh yeah, it is. This is the way to my truck. Don't think I've given up here though. We're gonna go to the woods on the opposite side of the road. Nothing's gonna stop us.
A few minutes later.
When I say nothing's gonna stop us, please do not enter. Avian influenza control zone. It's closed to the public. I'll give you that. That could stop us. That one could stop us.
We're going to drive somewhere else.
Okay. Brilliant. Dev, poisonous fungus and bird flu. Okay, so I've come about a mile down the road where apparently there's no bird flu, so that's all good. Is it mushroom growing territory? We don't know. There's barbed wire fence there, which generally means you shouldn't go in there. So I won't. For now. So there are mushrooms. There's some of those bad boys there. I think it's just a question of keeping your eyes peeled. Because when I see one, I stop. I'm like, and there's loads of them around. So, yeah, maybe I'll just put the camera down a minute and have a proper look around. And we're in the wood, little track, right. Eyes peeled, David. Oh, oh, oh. That is an edible mushroom. That one is an edible one. Wow. I think. And that. I'm pretty sure all these are edible. It can't be, surely. Surely. I'm pretty sure, only because that's this foamy, that foamy kind of texture. You know what's going to happen now? I'm not going to have any reception on my phone. Wow. Yum yum. They are. Yum yum in my tum. One there. That looks a bit, that's like a solid one. Okay. That's solid as well. Right. So, sorry, this is, as you've been with me the journey, I'm a little bit excited, but I need to ID them. I'm 99% sure that these are fine. And that, yes, that as well. Ready? Watch. So, see that stain there? You can make, if you press it, it like stains. I'm sure that is a key feature of identification for this mushroom, which I believe is the sap. There's a mental big one there. That's one as well. Yes, it is. It's behind me. There. There's more of them. There's more there. In the bag. In the bag. You go. In the bag. Ability. Most likely ability causing always confirm, but right, hang on. See if she'll come up. Hello. Can I eat the babolette?
So the babolette is generally considered edible and quite tasty once it's cooked properly. Just a couple of pointers though. Definitely make sure you cook it thoroughly because eating it raw undercooked can cause a bit of stomach upset. And of course, always be absolutely sure of your ID before eating any wild mushroom. But if you're confident it's a babolette, it's a nice one to cook up.
Boom! How about that? Yeah. Sorry, hang on. Right, so confirm from Chat GPT. I'm gonna, the mushroom ID says a babolette, but this is, again, why you're watching this video, I suppose. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on through the woods, just back to the van, and then we'll go for a cook up. Or I might even just do it. Should I do it here? Should I just do it here? The thing is, I'm quite far away from the, I've got my camping stove. I'm quite far away from the truck. It's definitely one of them, isn't it? Right, so I've done my due diligence on these mushrooms, the babolette, or I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, they're edible. So, set up a little area where we can cook them up. It's gonna be mental. I'll see you in a minute. Right, I've got my setup. I've just taken off that end bit here. It's really tough. It might be alright to eat, but here's that bit. So these really do stain, and that is one of the key identifiers for it, is how much it's stained when it was pressed. So yeah, it's got quite a bit of mud on the bit. I don't have any forks or anything, so knifing it all the way. Yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna get that pan up to temperature a little bit and drop those mushrooms in. It's not gonna take long, it's smoking already. Ready? If you're wondering, did I wash my hands before I touched those mushrooms or the seasoning? The answer is no, I didn't. So there you go. You have to live a bit, don't you? Live life on the edge, eh? Live life on the veg. What we're doing at the moment. Wow. So it said to cook thoroughly, so that's what we are going to do to make sure there's no stomach upsets, as we don't want that, as I'm in the middle of nowhere. So they're going to be cooked thoroughly, but that'll give me enough energy to get back to the truck. Honestly though, what is better than this? Cooking up your own food that you've foraged in the middle of nowhere on a day like today. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Beats doing the painting of the kitchen any day. Some guests for lunch, I reckon. They smell amazing. So they smell really, really, believe it or not, mushroomy. Smell really nice, like creamy mushroomy. Like, it smells like they're like garlic mushrooms. My mouth is watering. So, on my table, the mushrooms. They look superb. And do you know what? I think they're going to taste superb. So ready? Taste test. Here we go. Thumbs up. Cheers. Really nice. Wow. I said they smelled creamy. They really taste creamy as well. Like have you ever tried oysters? Like creaminess. And that's kind of what I suppose that spongy bit underneath tastes like. And then the flesh on top and a bit of grass just gives it that bite. I'm so hungry. Oh, amazing. Right. I want to enjoy these mushrooms without holding the camera. So, thank you ever so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something today. I know it's a little bit rough around the edges with the poisonous plants and the bird flu and all that, but we found it, and that's the main thing. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going. Eventually you get there. You will find what you're looking for. You will get where you want to go. So yeah, it's just proof that determination does pay off. And look at me, I'm sat in the middle of the woods eating some lovely mushrooms because I just put a little bit of effort in and had a great time and a great adventure. So remember, try and turn your day into adventure, even if it is a day off or a morning off or an evening off or an hour off. Just do something and make it count. Make memories, because that's what counts. We're only here once. See you on the next one.
Walked across an empty land.
Soon, we'll be going into all of the three-cornered leek, the wild garlic, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you want to see more of this, let me know. But for now, I'm just going to keep enjoying.
I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin.